Get started. Okay, not started. Okay. And then you can actually even focus in and out like that if you want to, but probably just leave it like that. So anyway, for anybody who wants to know how to make kombucha, I'm going to go over this. I'm using stainless steel pans and stainless steel stain, and I'm going to put regular vinegar, white distilled vinegar, in these pans, and I'm going to coat the inside of them. And it's simple to do. First I start with one, put a generous amount in there, and kind of swirl it around a little bit and get it up on all the sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get it clear to the edge, like that. Swirl it around really good and get it in there. I'm going to want to do the spoon too, and so I just kind of swirl that around in there a little bit. And same thing, get it up on the sides real well. And then I'll just like try to get the handle and everything of the spoon real good. And then this little deal, I used to set the spoon on the stove so it doesn't get contaminated. So I'll put a little bit in there. Just make sure it's all coated and everything. And discard what you don't need. Then we're going to fill these up. Cold tap water. I already let the tap water run a while, so it's recommended to do that before filling them up. And this will just take a second. Okay. On there. And then I'm going to do the same. That one. It's important to just to make sure that you coated all that stainless steel with vinegar. And then put on the burners. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in the sugar. And you just use regular granulated sugar. This is about 2 cups, generous amount. And then I just like, oh, I think I'll put in a little more. Oh. I like sugar, so dump that in there, and another one in this other pot. I'm making probably 2.5 gallons altogether of the liquid. I usually end up with 9 or 10 quarts. And a little bit more after the 2 cups. Dump that in. These pots are about the same size. And this needs to just be regular sugar, regular granulated, cheapest raw cane that you can get. It doesn't have to be a good brand, just pure sugar. Don't substitute some type of a syrup or saccharin or anything. That's their food. That's what they eat. Then if you want to put the camera right here just as a future visual, after this boils for 5 minutes, I'm going to raise it to a boil, and then 5 more minutes, 5 good minutes to make sure it's all sterilized and the sugar is all mixed real well. I'm going to add some green tea and some black tea. Now, the best would be organic tea. This doesn't advertise organic. I like the taste of this. It's 100% natural green tea. You need to use tea that doesn't have any flavorings. No mint, no raspberry, no anything. It just has to be the tea plant. There are some other plants you can use. Yerba mate is one. It's not an actual tea plant. You can use that in place. It does make a nice tea. And then I use a black tea, and the same thing. It just has to be pure black tea. And I like the cheapest I can get, and I just use a combination. Here I have 10 tea bags of the green, pure green tea, and one that's a double, so it's actually 2. And those are basically just regular tea bags. Now you can buy big ones, you can buy bulk, put it in, but I wait for it till it's on sale or whatever, and I get this cheap pure tea, and it's really good. Sometimes I'll put 2. And each one of these will go into each one of these pots over here. And so anyway, that's what's going to go in after we boil for 5 minutes. We'll take it off, We'll add the tea and let it steep for at least 15 minutes and no more than 20 minutes. Otherwise it will get bitter. And so right now I'm going to stir the sugar in, make sure it's in there real good. Then I just kind of wait until my poor stove has suffered the boiling over every once in a while, some sugar water. We just get it going like this, stir it around really good. It'll usually take maybe about 20 minutes. Now what I'm going to do, since it's going to take about 15 minutes or more to start boiling, just to remind myself, I'm going to set my timer to 20 minutes. And in the meantime, I'll be checking it off and on. Oops. And checking it just in case. So anyway, for now, that's what we're going to do until it's time to take the tea off. And then we'll get back to that. Peace.